Hello guys, welcome to today's video. In this video we're going to be trying to predict the group winners of the Grand Slam of Darts 2025. We're going to go through all the groups and I'm going to give you my predictions as to who I think is going to make it out of each group and maybe talk about why. Let's go through the groups. So starting off with Group A, we've got the players are going to be the number one seed, Luke Humphries, Nathan Aspinall, Michael Smith and Alex Spellman. Now, for me, I feel like Luke Humphries makes it out of this group. Whether it's one or two, I'm not sure. I'm going to say probably he comes out of this group as number one. But I think Luke Humphries is the favourite, rightly so, in this group. And after that, I feel like the group is very, very open. I think Nathan Aspinall is more than capable of coming in second, but again, so is Michael Smith and Alex Spellman. I think the most likely result here is going to be a Luke Humphries win with a Nathan Aspinall runner-up. So that's what we're going to go for. It's a bit of a boring answer. I feel like Michael Smith's just coming into form at potentially a good time. He played well last week at the qualifiers. And I feel like there's a chance Michael Smith gets through over Aspinall. I also think there's a chance Spellman can go through as well. I think Luke Humphries is the one person who I'm fairly confident gets out of this group, and I'm probably going to go Nathan Aspinall. If I had a gun to my head and I had to pick, this is what I'd pick. I'd go Luke Humphries, Nathan Aspinall in 1 and 2. Group B, we've got Chris Dobie, Damon Heta, Martin Lukeman and Duran van der Velde. So for this one, I'm going boring. I just think the top two go through in this one. I think it's going to be a case of Chris Dobie and Damon Heta. I just think they're the two best players in this group, and I think there's a reasonable margin where those two are the head and shoulders above Martin and Duran in general. No offense to those players, I just think Chris Dobie and Damon Heta is a really, really tough group to be in, and it's a tough group to get out of, seeing that as you have to beat one of those and your other player, really. So I feel like Chris Dobie and Damon Heta come through. I'm going to say Damon Heta tops the group. I'm going to say Chris Dobie comes second, but I'm going to go for those two. Group number C, or group letter C, we have got Stephen Bunting, Martin Schindler, Luke Woodhouse and Alexis Toilo. I'm going to say the winner of this group is going to be Stephen Bunting. So we're going to go, the top seed again goes through. I'm going to say Stephen Bunting makes it out of this group. But I'm not going to go for Martin Schindler. I'm going to go for Luke Woodhouse. I think Luke Woodhouse has got a very, very good chance of getting out of this group. I feel like there's more. I feel like it's more likely that Luke Woodhouse makes it out of this group than Martin Schindler does. I just have a feeling that Luke Woodhouse is going to do the business in this one. He's playing well at the moment. He's coming into this tournament with a lot of form. He's doing really, really well on the floor tournaments at the moment, and I just think over a short format, first to 5, I think Luke Woodhouse has got a very, very good chance of making it out of this group. So I'm going to go Stephen Bunting wins the group, but I'm going to say Luke Woodhouse comes second. In Group D, we've got James Wade, Gerwyn Price, Ricky Evans and Stefan Belmont. I don't really want to write people off, but I'm going to say Stefan Belmont I think comes bottom of this group, so we are going to write him off. Sorry, Stefan. I'm going to say Gerwyn Price wins this group. So we're going to go Gerwyn Price to win the group. And then to come second, I am going to go James Wade. I think James Wade is going to be consistent enough that he does the business in this group. I think Ricky Evans has got a chance. I think Gerwyn Price comes top. But I think realistically, James Wade's going to be coming second in this group, or first, but I'm going to predict second, and I think that's how we're going to go with this one. So I think it's going to be Gerwyn Price wins the group, and James Wade comes second. Group E, we have got Luke the Nuke Littler, Daryl Gurney, Connor Scott, and Karl Sedlacek. Top of the group, Luke Littler. He's just passed his driving test. Congrats, Luke. That means nothing to nothing in darts. Just thought I'd say it. I'm going to say Luke Littler tops the group. I think he's going to top this group reasonably comfortably as well. I think it's going to be a lot of 5-1s and 5-2s. I think Luke is just the best player in this group. Coming in second place, though, I'm going to go Connor Scott. I just think Connor Scott's very, very bursty. He's very good at getting off the mark quickly, and I feel like that's going to benefit him against people like Daryl Gurney and Karl Sedlacek. I think Sedlacek is probably going to come bottom of this group, but I'm going to say top of the group is going to be Luke Littler, followed by Connor Scott. I think Daryl Gurney's got a chance, but I'm gonna back Scott on this one. I think Scott has got a very, very good chance of making out of this group. So top of the group, Luke Littler, second place, Connor Scott. Next up, we've got Group F. We've got Jan Van Veen, we've got Josh Rock, we've got Wessel Nyman, and we've got Lisa Ashton. Lisa Ashton has found herself in a really sticky situation. You've got 3 of the best up-and-coming dart players in the world right now. I think this is really difficult to pick. I think Wessel Nyman has has a little bit of a point to prove after I think it was last year where he lost all 3 games and averaged 106. I think he's got a bit of a point to prove here. I think Josh Rock is maybe not in as good form as he was a couple of months ago. I think Jan van Veen is one of the top. He's top 7 in the world. I think he's comfortably top 5 on form. I'm going to say Jan van Veen makes it through. I'm going to say he finishes top of his group. And I am going to go for Nyman. I'm going to say Wessel Nyman makes it through. To think that Josh Rock doesn't make it out of the Grand Slam groups is a bit wild. But I just think on recent form, these are the 2 best players in the group. I'm going to say Van Veen wins the group. Wessel Nyman comes 2nd in the group. But it just feels wrong saying Josh Rock doesn't get out of this group, but I don't think he does. Anyway, moving on to the next group. We've got Group G. We've got Michael van Gerwen. This is a hell of a group, by the way. Well, Michael van Gerwen, Gary Anderson, Nico Springer, and Bo Greaves. This is so difficult to pick because I think every single player in this group can come top, and I think every single player in this group can come last. I feel like this is 25% across the board almost. I'm going to go based on just fractions of percentages here. I'm going to say Michael van Gerwen wins the group, and I think Gary Anderson comes second. But I'm going to go against my head, and I'm going to go with my heart. I'm going to say Bo Greaves comes second. We're going Bo Greaves. I think A games. I think if A games turn up, or I think if close to A games turn up, or if I think that like form turns up, I think it's going to be Michael van Gerwen and Bo Greaves. I think Gary Anderson has got as good a chance as ever. I think Nico Springer also. I think this is a really, really tough group to pick. I think if I was going with my head for this one, I'd say Michael van Gerwen and Gary Anderson, but I'm going with my heart. We're going Michael van Gerwen and Bo Greaves. And then the final group, we've got Group H. We've got Johnny Clayton, Danny Noppert, Lucas Weinig, and we've got Cam Crabtree. Difficult again, really, really difficult. I'm going to say the winner of the group is going to be Danny Noppert. I think Noppert wins the group. And then second place, we're going to go consistency here. We're going to go Johnny Clayton. I think, as much as I would love to see Cam Crabtree do something, I think he can. And obviously Lucas as well is more than capable of doing something in this group. I'm going to say it's a Noppert win and a Johnny Clayton second place. So that's what we're going for on these predictions. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know who you think is going through. I'll leave the entry list, or I'll leave the list in the comment section. So just copy and paste that and put your predictions in the comments, and let me know what you think. But those are my predictions. That's what I think is going to go and happen. Let's go through again. I think we're going to get Luke Humphries wins the group. Nathan Aspinall comes second. Group B, Damon Heta wins the group. Chris Dobie comes second. Group C, Stephen Bunting wins the group. Luke Woodhouse comes second. Group D, I think Gowen Price wins the group. I think James Wade comes second. Group E, I think Luke Littler wins the group, and I think Connor Scott comes second. Group F, I think Jan van Veen wins the group, and I think Wessel Nyman comes second. In Group G, I think Michael van Gerwen wins the group, and I think Bo Greaves comes second. And in Group H, I think Danny Noppert wins the group, and Johnny Clayton comes second. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy it, and I'm looking forward to this tournament. This should be really, really fun. Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.